When it comes to Jamie Oliver, I think Jamie Oliver's a bit of a hero because in Britain he took on this idea of making sure that kids eat well, and he identified exactly what it was in Britain because he saw that really what it was a labor issue. The women, and it's overwhelmingly women, who cook food in schools are underpaid, or were underpaid in Britain. And he launched a campaign that was directly targeted at raising the wages of dinner ladies, as they are called in Britain. And because he got very political very early on, he was able to make that transformation and make it a national priority. And he succeeded in Britain. It was amazing. But the moment he came over here, he wasn't allowed to talk about politics. He wasn't allowed to raise any of these issues around the USDA or about the low-paid workers in schools. And also, he was fighting against a pretty tough, a different culture. I mean, there was an experiment that he did that I thought was very interesting. He did it in Britain and in the US, and you won't know this unless you'd seen both versions. But he brought kids in, and he's like, kids, we're going to deconstruct, or he didn't use deconstruct, we're going to show you how you make chicken McNuggets, or turkey Twizzlers. In Britain they're called turkey Twizzlers. The sort of staple. So you take this bird, and he's like, right, well, we get rid of the feathers, and now we're going to put in the eyeballs and the nads and the various bits and pieces. We're going to turn it into this pink foam, and kids on both sides of the Atlantic, oh God, that's horrible, that's horrible. We're going to whiz it round in this food processor, and then you have this sort of pink foam, and now we're going to deep fry it. And he takes it out. It's like, right, kids in Britain, would you like to eat this? And the kids in Britain are like, oh God, no, oh that's horrible. And in the US, it's like, right, kids in America, would you like to eat this? And the kids are like, yeah, all right. And so I think that also sort of betrays the extent to which we have been seduced by the deep frying industry, but also the extent to which we're actually quite divorced from our food in this country in a way that very few countries are, and I think that to be able to do that sort of mental acrobatics, to be able to distance oneself from the horrors one has just seen, I think betrays how very far we have to go in reconnecting with our food system.